Hey guys, we're going to start doing these review videos again, taking a look at the last Sunday, seeing what we did, how we could do better, and what we did great already. If you leave a comment, we'll give you a Starbucks gift card. So interact, see, if you learned something, great. If you have questions, even better. So I'm going to turn my camera off and we'll go ahead and get started. First, I wanted to just say this week was full of newbies. We had Nick on Switcher for the very first time, and I thought he did great. And Caden and Sophie for the first time, on camera, y'all did really good. Want to start off right at the beginning because there was some great communication.
Can you hear me? Sophie, can you hear me?
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn this down a bit. So Nick did a really great job
Can someone
of.
check, Caden, is your comms on?
So Nick did a really great job of this mic check. So that's something we want to do as the switcher at the beginning of each service is just make sure everyone can hear you clearly. Nick, you did a great job of speaking up and speaking clearly so we could hear you so you weren't quiet.
Kenny, you can hear me?
Wait.
Yep, I can hear
Oh,
you.
perfect.
Perfect.
There we go.
Alright, we got 1 minute. Caden, can you hear me?
I'm walking out to him.
Okay.
So double checking, making sure everything's good, giving a countdown. Love it when we get under a minute. We're still having tech issues, right, guys? So we're going to go ahead and bounce up
We got
to the.
13 seconds.
I'm calling in. This is kind of a cool camera angle, something new. Maybe something we could have done is vary the shot a little bit so we don't have two very similarly sized or frame shots. The people are basically the same size in each frame, and so switching between the two may have felt a little strange. So maybe we could have framed it so it's just them or something like that. But in all, it looks great in focus and everything.
He's right.
Um, just personal note, it's cool. The lighting worked out really well. We're gonna bounce ahead real quick, because we're gonna hear the countdown into the service, and we'll get the first bit of the service here.
Oh, why?
So leading right into service.
Good work, Sophie. You're still live.
Good job encouraging Nick.
We're going to go to the countdown video.
So, great job, just the reminder that Sophie was live, so she knew not to move even though they're winding down. Good cut to that video as well.
Countdown is live.
Telling countdown is live. That's nice. They know they can get into place
Alright,
now.
Sophie, if you want to grab the keys there, and then you guys make sure your mics are muted out there on the stage. Caden and Sophie.
Great reminder if you're up on stage, always helpful to have your mics muted. Otherwise, the switcher in the back has then three different inputs, and generally all three are out of sync, so it makes it a little difficult to switch. Great job, Nick, telling where to be coming up next so that they know where to go for the first part of the song.
Eric, I'm going to come to you on 1 for Paul's intro, and then we're going to go to 3. And Caden, if you grab the drums.
Great job kind of planning ahead for this first bit. It's always good to have a good idea. That's
Alright, 1 is live.
why it's a great.
Ready, 3.
I can't talk and listen at the same time. Sorry, guys. It's always very helpful for the switcher to have seen a rehearsal, so that they can know what's coming up next, what we're going to start with, so that we can see. Also, I just want to talk really quickly. I have no idea what that is. This
B. And Caden, if you grab the
Eric
drums.
up on this zoom in here when we went live to Paul.
Alright, 1 is live.
I don't know if that was done on purpose, but that adjusts to him, that live, that kind of action camera feel. It was spectacular. So I loved it, even if it was an
And 3 is
accident.
live. Ready, 4. And 4 is live.
Great shot, Caden. This is really good. This framing.
Gonna go
Love the dynamic of seeing the singers in the background.
And 3 is live, and then gonna go to 1, and 1 is live.
So, let me just
4,
watch
Paul's
this back
intro,
again one more time.
and 3,
So we went from
and
Paul.
3 is live.
We went to camera 3 here
4, and 4 is live.
to 4, and then
Back to 3, and 3 is live, and then gonna go to 1.
so great communication. Something to avoid is going back and forth between two of the same shots. In the future, what we could have done is we started on 3, went to 4 here, and while we were on 4, we could have asked Sophie to zoom out and get maybe the whole singer on the piano, or zoom in and get just a close-up of the fingers playing the guitar. Yep, playing the keyboard, or we could have gone to one of our other 3 cameras so that we're not just going back and forth. It happens sometimes. It's not a big deal, but something to keep in mind in the future. So this is a good example of just maybe a little too much headroom here. No big deal. With Paul, it's a little awkward because he tends to have his guitar, and so we normally say we want from the waistline up to the top of the head. Because he's got his guitar, that's a little different, but we still want to not have quite that much headroom. Just gives a little too much empty
Ready,
space in
4.
the frame.
4 is live. Check your focus. Good.
Great reminder for checking the focus. That's a good
Ready,
shot. This is another example of maybe some dead space in the frame. So, excuse me, something we can do is take this person and put them in this area of the frame here. So it would have just entailed of moving the frame down a little bit. We would have had him to fill the frame, and then potentially something here, but this would have helped to fill that empty space so we don't have just so much there.
3 is live. Ready,
Great
2.
shot here. That's a good
2 is
variant.
live.
Hey, Soph or Caden, just make sure your mic's not on out there.
Good reminder from Tim.
Ready, 4, and 4 is live.
There we go.
Shot, Sophie, hold there. Gonna go to 1. 1 is live. Ready,
Nice.
3. 3 is live.
Great job there, remembering to move as well while you're in a shot.
And 2 is live. Ready, 4, and 4 is live.
Cool shot being down, I think, on the
And 1 is
steps.
live.
Um,
Caden,
this is
grab the drum.
spectacular to see as well.
We're gonna get to an instrumental here in a second.
I remember
so-
seeing that live and getting really
2,
excited.
And ready, 3.
So
Very nice.
we'll
And ready,
skip
1.
ahead.
And 1 is
Alright, I skipped ahead a little bit. It was a really cool shot there. I just wanted to throw that out there. Love seeing the variant in shots, and I'm excited to use that in the future.
ready, 3. It's a good shot.
Good movement, Annie.
And 3 is live.
Loving the communication we're hearing from Nick. Good shot.
there, Caden, and 4 is live.
That's a good shot as well. Don't forget that we're not, I like to say that we're not human tripods. So movement back and forth, especially when you're up on stage, a lot of this really helps pull the audience in and makes them feel like they're there with us too. If there's a little bit of movement, it feels a little less stagnant and static when you do that.
2 is live.
It's very impressive how still you're holding those. Great.
And I'm gonna go 3 first, and 3 is live.
Good adjustment on the fly there.
And ready, 1. 1 is live. Ready, 4. And
Alright, I skipped ahead a little bit again.
I'm gonna go to 2. 2 is live.
This bit right here is really great to hear.
Sophie, if you can grab the keys. Caden, if you can go on the floor. Eric, if you can grab. Yep, perfect. Good job, guys.
So, great job of kind of telling everyone where to be, what's coming up next, and then that encouragement at the end. Alrighty, last skip ahead here. Just a couple things to point out. Just a reminder that we like to try and keep waist up shots. It is difficult sometimes when when Matt wears when he's got his untucked shirts, things like that, and kind of judging where the waistline is. This is a little awkward framing with the kind of upper thigh, so we want to kind of, guesstimate where his waist is, and then maybe a little too much headroom. With Matt, it's a little difficult, and then this back and forth, the switching to the I can't talk, you guys. To when we have the verses on screen that jump back and forth, it allows for some variance in shots as well. So we pull. So this is a great shot right here. This one is what we want. Maybe a little. He tends to come back and forth on this stage, so sometimes you can't help the headroom because he does it himself. So if you notice, he took a couple steps. He took a step back there, but good adjustment. This is a great shot right here. I wanted to. One last thing to say is that this is a good shot. A little less headroom, but yeah, that's an awesome shot. Again, is a little awkward. Getting quick between that transition is the trick. Whoops. So thank you guys very much. From what I heard, it was a great Sunday. Can't wait to join you guys again in person. And yeah, thanks so much. Don't forget to leave a comment. But see you guys later.